Okay, what's going on? I got my second music review going on. This is my second study, and I brought a guest on with me. This is Kaitlyn.
Hi.
Um, so what are we doing today? Today we've got Mozart Horn Concerto number 4 in E flat major. This is the Allegro. So a concerto is typically like this is a really actually long piece, and I'm taking a small bit of it to focus on. I will probably take more time to actually focus on the other parts of it. Caitlin, do you know anything about this piece?
I heard it was a little Einstein's.
You heard it was a little Einstein.
But no, actually, in all seriousness, well, yes, I did hear it a little. That is serious. You could find an episode of it. I don't remember which one. However, I do hear this. This is something a lot of people hear a lot of times. Like it's used in a lot of older movies. Like not anything our generation will remember, but like
Right.
really older silent films. A lot of them use this
You
in
think
like
so?
chase scenes, hunting scenes.
So this is a very chase-like tune.
Yeah.
So that actually helps me find it out. So you see me do a music review before, right?
Yes.
Where I sit here and I study the music. You actually just watch me practice and things like that. We live together, so no.
Well,
Right.
wow. It's almost as if I'm her wife.
Right. And so and you know the whole process of this entire thing. So we're just kind of talk through it together.
You're not the only one who does master studies, you know.
I know. Okay, let's get into it, shall we? Mozart, Horn Concerto number 4 in E flat major.
Very bouncy.
So that actually, so I have the music up right now actually. So and I'll probably try to put it like when I go ahead and actually upload this. Hopefully, I have music for you guys to look at. But her and I are looking at the sheet right now. There's a discrepancy in how this guy plays it and how it's actually written in my sheet music. So I have da 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 ta 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 ta. He's playing ta 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 ta. So he's playing staccato straight through. He's tonguing the entire time, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'll probably play it the way he plays it because I think that the style more matches that. I just think it's very interesting that I have slurs, but he's playing ta 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 ta. Actually, if we
It
listen to,
might be a slur just with a bit more tongue attached to it.
you think so? Let's hear it again.
Maybe.
Let's hear it again. Because he is playing French horn, right? So
No,
the front
that
and
is
the French horn
different.
is going to be sounding completely different. And the reason I wanted to do this because it sounded very interesting. It
Yeah.
sounded very bouncy. It sounded something that it's not necessarily that it's simple, but it's one of those things where I'm pretty sure I can manage this. I could play it, and I should be able to play it at a very
Yeah.
at a pretty not necessarily high level, but high enough level, right?
You're right.
Right. So he's
Well, I heard because it's just those two notes, then that's a staccato again.
right. I'm talking about this slur right here. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I did want to talk a little bit. I should probably be writing notes, but I'll just remember them because I've listened to this like 3 times now before recording it. Actually, um, so we talk about staccatos and articulation and things like that. So articulation really is just how you would execute a piece in a way, how you would execute what's on the page. And then staccato is a very interesting word because in high school and in middle school we just teach they teach that it's just short. You know, it's short, which isn't wrong, but it's not fully right. Staccato actually just means that the notes need to be separated from each other. Is that something new?
Well, yeah, well, no, because I stopped playing in high school.
Right.
So, like, that's pretty much like for us in my class, it was staccato. It's just like make sure it's short, sweet, and crisp. Like,
Right. Short and crisp are always those are characteristics that we want to have on a staccato. But I feel like a lot of people don't know that. Yeah, separate the notes. Separate them. And he's doing a very good job, obviously. That's why I
yeah.
chose this guy to study, not anyone else, because he's doing really well in these staccatos. My issue with my staccatos, so I've been taught the short thing too.
Hmm.
I really clip these notes. I go. He's actually giving it like volume and notes and sound behind it, and I didn't do that when I played staccatos. So this won't necessarily be a challenge for me now that I understand that. It's just going to be something that I should keep in mind as I'm playing and as I record myself.
And I think especially in this piece, especially, I think the staccatos are really important because to me, like when it's here, it's giving it that bounce, and that bounce is so specific for this song because that's what it's supposed to represent. Is it's like you hear, you imagine a chase, like them
Right.
chasing something, and that staccato is that bouncing of like, oh, it's happening, and we're on the
Right.
run. So like the staccatos are really what make it.
Like it's the staccato is part of the style.
Yeah, it is the
Right.
style of the song.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. If you want to
See?
That's something I didn't hear before. Did you hear the grace note there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is very interesting. So I play a lot of, I don't know if you, because have you heard me play a lot of classical? So when I was at Grace Harbor, I played a lot of Handel, and I played a lot. What else did I play? I played a little bit of Schumann. I've played, and a lot of those were arranged by Sigurd Rascher.
Yeah.
And a lot of those pieces, when we did grace notes or trills and things of that nature, they sounded completely different than what he's done here. It feels like it's more of like a turn. It's a turnaround,
Mm-hmm.
versus just if I were to play a grace note, I just go it sounded more like which I thought was that's pretty dope. I want to see if I can find it in the music. Actually, we'll keep it. We're actually gonna press play on that, but I want to see if I can find this in the music. And there's a mood change there too. So that mood change, and so the mood changes, the dynamic changes. Um, I don't think I'm that.
Is that supposed to be like the bridge of the song?
You could think of it as a bridge, kind of, right? I forget the actual music theory term for it because it's been a year. I haven't really been studying my music theory stuff. So there was a point A to that. There's a part A to that, which is a and then we had a and he didn't that part didn't really change a dynamic have a huge dynamic change, but it did have a part change, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he's doing something completely different. It gives you a different feel. It's not like a push pull. It's more of a I like that
It's more
part of it.
flowy.
And then he goes back to da, 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 and then I think this is a rondo. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. It's written up there in my notes. It's a rondo. I think it's gonna go A B C A, and it should go back to A, and it does actually right here. Yeah, there it
Mm-hmm.
is.
That was different.
Did I miss a repeat? Are you waving the American flag?
What? It sounds like that type of song.
You know, you may not be wrong. It's very marchy, very triumphant. I think. It's very I think the word is regal that I'm looking for. Like very kingly,
I
like
think more triumphant.
triumphant.
Trumpet.
Well, this is a horn, not a trumpet.
But there's
Oh
trumpets
wait,
in it.
dope.
Oh, there's no blah.
There is. Well, there's not. I know what you mean. Like,
And usually they end like it's like drop the bass but classical version.
so if you want to follow me along the music. Yeah, no. There's no stinger at the end of that. All right. I like this piece. I like this piece a lot. Oh my gosh. The dogs have
So there's a mini Simba Scar fight going on with our dogs right now.
All right, so we're gonna call that good, I guess. Yeah. I think
Mhm.
we got some. I think I got some pretty good stuff on what I'm meant to be doing. Shh. Grab one of them.
Here, I got this. I got this. Hey guys, you know?
Are you bribing them? Good. Maybe that'll chill them out for
Or
like
they'll
10 seconds.
or they'll fight over it. Let's go first.
They shouldn't fight over it. There's enough for everyone.
Whatever. I
Cool.
like this piece as well, though. I mean, it's a lot to me, at least based on like what I've heard you play. I think it's a lot like more, more instead of like.
Oh yeah, I love pieces like Aria. It's not that they're simple. It's just I feel like I thrive
Well,
in
that's more
those.
of your thing. Is like what I've noticed is you're more of a grace player. If that makes any sense? Like you put your passion into your notes, and like, how does that make any sense?
I'm a very tonal player.
Yes, and so like this is more like
Tonal? Tonal?
tonal, whatever.
No. Well, that's like.
But anyways, like this is more like it's more upbeat. It's like a hunt. Like you guys can see the picture probably, but I hope so. But anyway,
Yeah, it's there.
like it's kind of depressing because they're actually hunting like foxes and stuff, which is like really bad for the environment. But it's okay. But anyways, it's like more of an upbeat. I really like it mostly because one, it's a bit more well known than Arya in my opinion.
You think that this is more well known than Aria?
Well, to like non-musical people.
Okay.
Like if I go to my mom and was like, "Hey, listen to this," she'd be like, "Oh, that's from like because this was in Mary Poppins. This was in yes, this song was in Mary Poppins. This song was in a bunch of old movies like that, like older like cartoons and stuff. This was the ultimate like that song, like hunting thing."
Really? Well, I'm excited to attempt to play this as well as he does. Um, I'm gonna leave a video description below. Kaitlyn, where can we find you?
I do not do music stuff anymore. I graduated, so there's that. But I do art stuff. I do a lot of fantasy art, and I'm working towards my goal, just like you. I'm working towards my goal of becoming a professional artist. You can find me at Fulfilled Prophecy Art on Instagram.
Dope. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and to follow me on Facebook for more stuff like this. See you guys probably closer to the end of the month for performance and for performance review. And Kaitlyn will be back on the performance review.
I will judge him hard.
Yes, she will. All right. I'll see you guys in a bit. Let's get better together. Deuces.